World War II wasn't just a war of soldiers, strategy, and tanks that actually fought. It was also a war of insane engineering ideas. Some of the craziest machines never rolled off the drawing board, yet their designs pushed the limits of imagination. Today we're counting down the 6 largest tank concepts that were never built, from lumbering land battleships to monstrous super heavy tanks, designed to smash entire cities. These were machines that could have reshaped battlefields if only they could move, find fuel, or fit on a bridge. Let's dive in and explore these titanic tanks, their unbelievable power, and why engineering ambition sometimes clashes with reality. Number 6. The TOG2 Advanced Versions, United Kingdom, weight 80 to 90 tons. The TOG2 was Britain's answer to the idea of trench-crossing tanks from World War I, redesigned to tackle World War II battlefields. The prototype was massive, armed with a 17-pounder gun and multiple machine guns, and built to endure artillery fire while crossing craters and trenches. While the prototype existed, planned advanced versions, heavier and even more heavily armed, never left the drawing board. While with its enormous weight, mobility would have been extremely limited, making it vulnerable despite heavy armor. Still, the TOG2 represents the British bigger is better mindset in tank design. Its concept shows the extremes designers were willing to explore, combining World War I trenches tactics with futuristic super heavy armor. In a world of fast-moving armored warfare, the TOG2 was more of a steel fortress than a practical weapon, but it remains an iconic what-if on tank history. At number 5, the KB-5 Super Heavy Soviet Union, weight 82 tons. The KB-5 was a Soviet super heavy tank designed to break through fortified positions and dominate the battlefield. Armed with a 107mm main gun and multiple machine guns, it would have been massive, heavily armored, and terrifying for infantry and lighter tanks alike. While prototypes were started, the project was cut short when the German invasion of the USSR destroyed development facilities. Its massive size meant it would have been slow, fuel-hungry, and challenging to transport across rivers or rough terrain. Despite never being built, the KB-5 represented the Soviet philosophy of raw armor power. It showed that the USSR was experimenting with tanks far larger than anything they actually deployed, pushing engineering limits. Imagine this beast lumbering across the Eastern Front, a true nightmare for any opposing force. Even if it existed, only on paper. Number 4. Weight 100 to 120 tons. This was Germany's multi-turreted super heavy tank projects in the 1930s. While a few prototypes were built, larger, more powerful variants never materialized. These designs envisioned up to 105mm guns, multiple turrets, and armor so thick it would have been nearly impervious to contemporary weapons. The sheer size of these tanks made them slow, cumbersome, and logistically nightmarish. Bridges, roads, and railways would struggle to accommodate them. Production was ultimately cancelled in favor of more practical designs like the Tiger I, which balanced armor, firepower, and mobility. The Fahrzeug super heavy variants are a reminder of Germany's early experimentation with multi-turreted monsters. While fascinating on paper, their battlefield practicality would have been extremely limited, proof that sometimes engineering ambitions exceeds tactical sense. Number 3. Panzerkampfwagen 8 variants. The Rat was essentially a land battlefield inspired by naval artillery. Concept designs envision over 1,000 tons of steel, armed with 280mm naval guns and a host of secondary cannons. Its length exceeded 35 meters, longer than most houses, and it was designed to dominate coastal assaults or smash fortifications. While technically possible to draw, the Rat was impossible to move, requiring roads reinforced to handle its weight and enough fuel to rival a small army's daily consumption. It remained nothing more than a fantasy on paper, but it captured the imagination of engineers and planners alike. The Rat shows how far ambition can stretch reality, blending battleship firepower with tank mobility, an idea both terrifying and absurd. Its mere concept has earned it a permanent place in craziest tanks that never existed lists. At number 2, the Landkreuzer P1000 Ratte, Germany, weight 1,000 tons and length 35 meters. The P1000 Ratte was a land battleship with naval guns designed to trample cities, crush fortifications, and intimidate enemies. Armed with the two 80mm naval guns and multiple secondary weapons, it would have dwarfed any tank ever built. Despite the incredible firepower, its weight made it impossible to deploy. Bridges, roads, and railways could not support it, and fuel requirements were astronomical. It was a tank too big for the real world, existing only as concept drawings and engineering fantasies. Number 1. The Landkreuzer P1500 Monster, weight 1,500 to 1,800 tons. The P1500 Monster is the ultimate what-if of tank history. Essentially a mobile fortress, it was designed to carry the enormous 800mm Schurer-Gustav railway gun and crush entire fortifications in one salvo. Its design envisioned multiple turrets, armored plating rivaling battleships, and a length of 40 meters. Despite the insane engineering, the monsters were logistically impossible. Moving, fueling, and repairing it would have been a nightmare. It existed purely on paper, a testament to the limits of ambition in tank design. The P1500 Monster is the ultimate example of World War II's super-heavy tank dreams. Colossal, terrifying on paper, but forever grounded by reality. And there you have it, the 6 largest tank concepts that were never built, from the lumbering KV-5 to the monstrous P1500 Monster. These machines push the limits of imagination, showing the extremes engineers dreamed of. Even if practically kept them on paper, which of these mega tanks would you have wanted on your side, or feared facing? Comment below, hit like if you love crazy military engineering, and subscribe for more epic war history. This is The Buzz signing off. Bye-bye.